been a while. Um, so, stuff has happened. That's for sure. Ignore my shirt. I have to go to work after this. Very early in the morning, on May 17th, a tornado hit Somerset, Kentucky, and made its way to London. 19 people were killed. 18 in Laurel County, 1 in Pulaski, 1 in... forgot. And there was a delay in emergency services because of federal budget cuts. There was a delay in the weather service because of federal budget cuts. And on the day I'm recording this, it's about a week after, and there's still so much debris everywhere. There's so many houses that are destroyed. I'm sure there's probably people still missing. Plenty of people are in the hospital with potentially fatal injuries. There are people in comas. There are people, getting amputated. They said that the tornado was an EF4, which is very close to being one of the most dangerous tornadoes ever, really. And people don't know how to behave. The tornado happened 6 miles away from my house. While it was crossing into London and through the London airport, all I could see was lightning. All I could hear was thunder. It was dark, but the lights were... What? It was dark, but the clouds were just light enough so I could tell that nothing was going to hit me. I sat about a few inches away from my back door, which is almost entirely made out of glass, and I just watched the lightning. It happened right behind me, actually. Shortly after, my electricity went out. And at about 1 in the morning, it started pouring rain. My electricity didn't come back for 12 hours. We had to move some of our frozen and refrigerated food to my mama's house, which is, I think, 2 or 3 miles away. And we have donated several items. We had 9 totes, a big thing of, not toilet paper, but paper towels, 4 packages of toilet paper, 4 3-pack, the 3 packs of Lysol wipes. We got 4 of those, and some water. And there are so many items that have been donated to several different places in London, and people have been stealing said items for no reason, really. Adventure Pets in London was a pet store. It had a lot of exotic pets. They had macaws, parrots, boas, stuff like that. And people have stolen the animals, allegedly. It's hard to say if they were stolen or if they just ran off. But either way, they were stolen. Why? Well, for no reason is why, but, Andy Beshear, the governor of Kentucky, has been making several trips down here to talk with people and to just get a scope of the damage, I guess. Do press. But there's still so many people who need help. People have been taking shelter in South Laurel High School. Many people are still without electricity. Many people are still without internet. Cell service has been down in Laurel County. It's hard to say what the exact cause of that is, but still, people can't get a hold of people. My speech and debate coach was in the line of fire. Her house is destroyed, but her family's okay. 19 people died, and people are stealing their resources. 19 people died, and people are stealing their resources. Most of the people who died were elderly. They released the list of people who died, and most of them were in their 70s or 80s. There were a few in their 50s. There was one who was like 25. But still, so many people are in the hospital trying to get help. The supercell that created that tornado came from Missouri, and that tornado produced what was documented as an EF3. But based on pictures and videos I've seen, that was clearly an EF5. It was a wedge tornado. There's no way that was an EF3. If you go up to London, Kentucky, through the interstate, there's debris all over the road. There's pieces of metal, there's wood, there's fabric, probably from clothing or furniture. And all of the trees are gone. If you turn to either side of you, it is like almost completely flat land, and all you see are the remains of houses. You can see cars, you can see people, you can see like off into the distance, and all you see is just remains and plywood and insulation. Somerset is about 30 minutes away from London, so just so you can get an idea of how far it traveled. There's hardly any ground damage down in London. The main damage was just to houses and to people and to power lines. I'm pretty sure I saw a few power flashes just watching the lightning. People have described it as like a horror movie. Like, people have seen like people with just limbs missing and holding them, screaming for help. There's an elderly couple who died in their arms, and like both sets of arms were gone. People have died and their resources are being stolen. They're still searching for people's pets. There are dozens of animals just wandering the streets. Several trees at the campgrounds at Levi Jackson are gone or broken or fallen or whatever. People have died and their resources are being stolen.